Tres comunicadores sociales de criterio analítico y enfoque informativo, Chema Torrijos, Jaime Quijada y Orlando Borrell Vallejos, unen sus argumentos cada mañana para desarrollar temas desde la perspectiva socioeconómica, cultural y humana. Analizando.
En que se van a mantener ese patrullaje desde el punto de vista para que se cumpla con las disposiciones del decreto.
Me parecen contundentes las declaraciones del viceministro.
Analizando, de lunes a viernes a las 10 de la mañana por Nacional 101.7 FM. Somos más información. Suena el timbre y el turno vespertino ya está listo para recibir sus asignaturas. Conéctate con la Estrella, un proyecto de educación por radio, una tarea conjunta de SER TV, Meduca, Nacional FM, Crisol FM y Radio Nacional AM. De lunes a viernes a las 2 de la tarde. Síguenos en nuestras cuentas de Instagram, @Nacional FM Panamá, @Crisol FM Panamá. Interactúa con nosotros. Somos más educación. Síguenos en @Nacional FM Panamá y @Crisol FM Panamá. Conecte con la educación, entretenimiento e información, con 2 estaciones de radio unidas con la comunidad. Juntos lo hacemos.
Momento de estar en contacto con los hechos más importantes del día. Información completa y veraz. Noticiero SER TV, emisión estelar por Nacional FM, de lunes a viernes a las 6 de la tarde. Nacional FM, somos más noticias.
Tres comunicadores sociales de criterio analítico y enfoque informativo, Chema Torrijos, Jaime Quijada y Orlando Borrell Vallejos, unen sus argumentos cada mañana para desarrollar temas desde la perspectiva socioeconómica, cultural y humana. Analizando.
En que se van a mantener ese patrullaje desde el punto de vista para que se cumpla con las disposiciones del decreto.
Me parecen contundentes las declaraciones del viceministro.
Analizando, de lunes a viernes a las 10 de la mañana por Nacional 101.7 FM. Somos más información. Síguenos en Instagram, @Crisol FM Panamá. Somos más radio en las redes sociales.
Conéctate con la Estrella, es el proyecto de todos. Y si cantamos a coro todo el mundo. Edúcate, edúcate, edúcate. Conéctate, conéctate, conéctate. Somos el futuro de la patria. Conéctate.
Hello, students. We are back now from 10th, 11th, and 12th grades, guys. Today is Friday.
Yes, as teacher Evelyn said, this is another great day to learn English, okay? To improve your communicative skills. Teacher Evelyn.
Yes, and today we have psychologist Osiris Moreno that she's going to talk about.
Muchísimas gracias, profesor. Aquí estamos nuevamente, jóvenes estudiantes, en la tarde de hoy, con un minuto para ti, su psicóloga Osiris Moreno. El Plan Educativo Solidario, que ha sido implementado a partir de este lunes 7 de septiembre, sus acudientes tendrán beneficios gratuitos en las telefónicas de Tigo, Digicel, Claro y Más Móvil. Recuerden siempre, mediante las páginas web www.meduca.gov.pa, www.panamadigital.gov.pa. Recuerden que este lunes 14 de septiembre ya inicia la activación de este Plan Educativo Solidario a través de los números telefónicos destinados para este fin por los operadores. En el caso de que la familia tenga 2 o más niños, pero solo un número telefónico, el celular móvil que tengan tendrán que compartirlo de acuerdo al horario de clases y solo se registra un estudiante. Después de registrados, la activación del beneficio tiene un periodo de entre 24 a 72 horas para estar listo para usarse. Este beneficio de internet móvil gratis para estudiantes de escuelas oficiales se extenderá hasta el 18 de diciembre, día que finaliza el año escolar 2020. La tecnología es nuestra aliada, estimados estudiantes y padres de familia. Infórmense en los sitios oficiales. Joven estudiante, ayuda a tu padre, madre o tutor o abuelo a manejar las plataformas y si lo necesitan, busquen ayuda. La actitud es la clave. Recuerden que aprendimos a usar los celulares, a instalar apps y redes sociales. Podemos aprender. Por ejemplo, utilizando tutoriales de YouTube. Allí podemos aprender a usar todas estas plataformas. Y la segunda, otra palabra importante es organización. Vamos a establecer tiempos en el día para cumplir con todos estos requerimientos, porque todo requiere tiempo, hasta para aprender a usar las plataformas. No se desesperen, solamente tómense el tiempo. Y recuerden, jóvenes estudiantes, pidan ayuda a sus padres, hablen con sus docentes o del departamento de orientación o gabinete psicopedagógico, o puedes llamar a la línea de atención emocional. Tenemos en Panamá Oeste 515-7396, en Panamá 511-4401, San Miguelito 233-5592, en un horario de lunes a viernes de 8 a 3:30. Professors?
Thank you. Okay, now let's begin for 10th grade, and the topic for today, the lessons that you guys were going to have today is causes, effects, and preventions of environmental pollution. Causes, effects, and prevention of environmental pollutions. Now, learning objective that you will be able to explain the effects of water, land, air pollution, right? And suggest ways to reduce them, and also that you will be able to promote environmental awareness in the community. Now, startup activity. We're going to do an activity here for you guys, and pay attention for this question. Should we protect the environment? What do you think? Should we protect the environment? Remember that you can send us your ideas through Instagram, WhatsApp, or Facebook, okay? Should we protect the environment? You can say yes, we should, or no, we shouldn't. So, this is just a startup activity for today. Now, did you know, I'm going to give you this information. Worldwide means around the world, about 2 million plastic bags are used every minute. We are talking about minutes. We are not talking about hours or weeks or even a month. We are talking about minutes. So there are about 2 million plastic bags are used every minute. So this is a huge polluting we are doing right now in this worldwide. The vocabulary for you guys today about this topic, the teacher Yosira is going to help me to repeat. And
Of course.
guys, you remember that you need to practice at home. This is very important. Repeat the words, okay? Pollution,
Pollution,
habitat,
habitat,
environment,
environment,
chemical spills,
chemical spills,
biodiversity,
biodiversity,
degradation.
degradation.
Thank you. Remember that when we talk about pollution, it will be some types like air, water, land, noise, or light pollutions. When we talk about habitat, we talk about different kind of places. For example, we have desert, tundra, we have forest, rainforest as well. And when we talk about chemical spills, we talk about derrames de productos químicos. There are the letter D, chemical spills. And biodiversity refers to the variety of living species on Earth, including the plants, animals, bacteria, and fungi. Okay, very good. Now let's continue. And I'm going to mention, as I said before, I'm going to mention some types of pollution. We have air pollution, we have water pollution, we have land and soil pollution, we have noise, and also we have light pollution. There are some types of pollution that we have here in this world. And also we cause that, some of them, okay? Now I'm going to explain a little bit about what are the causes and the effects and what we can do to prevent this kind of pollution. For example, we have the air. And what are the causes? We have the smoke. And the effects we have can cause heart and pulmonary disease. And what we can do to avoid or to prevent that, we used to use natural gas, just for example. In water, when we talk about water pollution, right, we talk about chemicals, pesticides, and wastewater, que son aguas residuales. There are some industries that use wastewater. The effects in humans and animals, it causes neurological effects, that it causes problems in the brain, in our brain. Also, it causes, the effects are stomach and liver illness, que son enfermedades del hígado. And also there are some animals, like aquatic organisms, that can die. So this is very, very important to pay attention. On preventions, we have that we need to modify a production process to produce less waste. For example, there are industries that they are doing it right now, that they use the waste minimization, that is reuse, recycle, and reduce. That are the 3 R's. So they are very important. There are some industries that they use that. And also, they need to implementing water and energy conservation practices. They are very important that you can practice at home. And let's continue with the kind of pollution. We have land and soil. There are some differences. Remember that land is everything that is not covered by water. And soil is the layer that contain nutrients. Es la capa principal que contiene los nutrientes para que la planta pueda crecer. This is the difference of land and soil. The causes, chemicals, and the trash. Effects, what happened? Problems on the skin, respiratory problems, and even different kind of cancers. Preventions, also plant trees. We should use natural pesticides. Yes?
Okay. No, I just want to send some greetings here. People who are joining the class. Reyes Giovanni is saying hello. Hello back. Thank you for being here, for participating in class. Okay. And people joining the class, Solís 0440, CF12 79152. Remember that you can interact with us. You can share with us your ideas, okay? Send comments if you want, or questions.
That's right, Teacher Jacita. And also, for example, in light pollution, we can turn lights when not in use. This is something that we can practice at home. If we're not using the light, just turn it off. And that's it. Okay, let's practice here. Practice number 1. Okay, guys, you need to choose the correct answer. I'm going to give you the sentence, and you need to choose if the letter A or letter B. Okay, pay attention at this. Number 1, type of fuel such as coal that cause air pollution when burned. Okay, when we talk about air pollution, we talk about letter A, garbage, or letter B, fossil. Which one do you think it is? Remember that in number 1, we're talking about air pollution. A, garbage, or B, fossil. Number 2, chemicals used to kill unwanted insects. Chemicals used to kill unwanted insects. What do you think it is? A, pesticides, or B, alcohol? Which one it is? Remember that we're talking about insects and also chemicals. So it is A, pesticides, or B, alcohol. And number 3, anything that harms the environment. Anything that harms the environment. It will be A, pollution, or B, trees. I'm going to give you, Teacher Yosita can help me to the answer here. Number 1, that we are talking about air pollution, will be A or B?
Well, in this case, I will say B.
Right, because it's coal and they're burned. Very good. And number 2, chemicals used to kill unwanted insects, will be A or B?
A, pesticides.
That's right. And number 3, anything that harms the environment.
Pollution.
That's right. Very good. That's the letter A. Excellent. Okay, let's continue and practice number 2. Says, you need to select the right answer. Number 1, the damage caused by pollution might be irreversible. Will be true or false?
That will be true.
That's right. Number 2, the ecosystem can always cope the pollutants, or may not always be able to cope with pollution.
Okay, I would say B.
That's right. Excellent. And number 3, pollution is always caused by humans, or B, may sometimes be caused by natural disasters.
I would say B.
Natural disaster, that's right. Sometimes, some of the cases, natural disaster also make pollution here. Great. Let's talk about a little bit of grammar. We talk about conjunctions here. We talk about and, or, but, because, and so. For example, what are conjunctions? Well, they are just depending on how you are going to talk in the sentences, okay? It can be joined words or sentences. For example, when you use and, it's used to join words and sentences that have related or similar ideas. For example, okay, my mom and my dad are teachers. There's an example. I'm joining two similar words in the sentence. When we use or, it's used to join words and sentences to show choice, una opción. For example, who is taller, Michael or Tom? So you can choose which one it is. In this case, taller. It will be Michael or Tom. And when we use but, it's used to join words to express opposite ideas. Opposite ideas. In this case, for example, I love ice cream, but he loves apple. Okay, there's two opposite ideas. I love ice cream, but he loves apple. So do you see the differences? And when we talk about because and so, it's because express a reason. Because cuando quieres expresar una razón de algo, and so express a result. Y el so expresa es un resultado. Okay, let's do this example, the practice number 3, I'm sorry. Let's do a little quickly here. Practice number 3, you need to choose which one is the correct one. So, because, or, and, or, but. Number 1, teacher Estrella is going to help me here. I will study every night. I can pass the test. I will study every night.
So
I can pass the test. That's right. It's so because they are giving us a result. I will study every night so I can pass the test. Very good. Excellent. Number 2, we can drive into the city. We can take the bus.
we can drive into the city or we can take the bus.
That's right. There are two options over there. There are options. We can drive into the city or we can take the bus. Number 3, I wanted to call you last night. My brother was on the phone. I wanted to call you last night, but my brother was on the phone. This is a reason, right? But my brother was on the phone. This is the opposite idea. I'm sorry. Opposite ideas. I wanted to call you last night, but my brother was on the phone. And number 4, she went to the store, bought some new shoes. It is and, because there are similar ideas. She went to the store and bought some new shoes. It will be similar ideas. Yes.
Well, we get a thought here from Ayanire. We are heroes when help with good tips to help the earth for the pollution. Oh, that was deep. Yeah, very nice.
Thank you. Yes, that's right.
Thank you. Thank you for your comment.
Okay, now this is the assignment right now very quickly. There is an assignment that you can practice at home, right? There are some tips. Remember that you can have the access to the booklet, right? You have a booklet and it will be page 68 and you will have some items or tips that you can follow so you can practice to avoid pollution at home. So it will be perfect for you guys to be practicing nowadays. So the time is off right now for 10th grade, guys, so don't move because the next lesson will be for 11th graders. That's right. So thank you guys to be here. Bye. Don't move.
Don't move.
Bye-bye.
Conéctate con la estrella, es el proyecto de todos. Y si cantamos a coro todo el mundo. Edúcate, edúcate, edúcate. Conéctate, conéctate, conéctate.
Hoy más que nunca necesitamos estar unidos y bien informados.
Esto es un equipo y el equipo se llama Panamá.
El futuro del país está en la educación de nuestros jóvenes. El Ministerio de Educación ha lanzado diferentes proyectos educativos para que los estudiantes, profesores y padres de familia puedan acceder a estos recursos y sigan aprendiendo desde casa, como Ayudinga, Portal Educativo Educa Panamá, clases virtuales, foros educativos, capacitaciones para docentes, módulos didácticos, leemos un cuento y más de 300 cursos virtuales. Estas y otras iniciativas que impacten al país estaremos informando por CERTV.
Conéctate con la estrella, es el proyecto de todos. Y si cantamos a coro todo el mundo, edúcate, edúcate, edúcate. Conéctate, conéctate, conéctate. Somos el futuro de la
We are back, and it's time for 11th graders to learn another interesting lesson. But before we start, we're going to listen to Miss Osiris Moreno, psychologist, who is going to give us some important tips for this pandemic.
Thank you very much. Y con ustedes nuevamente su psicóloga Osiris Moreno. Un minuto para ti. Jóvenes y padres de familia. La tecnología viene siendo aquellos conocimientos que son la ciencia, las habilidades que son las técnicas, las formas de usar algo. Y esa solución en la que vamos a aplicar tanto los conocimientos de la ciencia y las habilidades. Pónganse a pensar desde tiempos atrás cómo hacían las personas para hacer las cosas. No siempre ha sido de esa manera. No siempre las personas usaban un cepillo de dientes para cepillarse los dientes. Es una técnica que parece sencilla, ¿verdad? Pero antes, ¿qué hacían cuando no existían las pastas dentales y el mismo cepillo? Pónganse a pensar. Entonces, ¿por qué traigo a colación este tema? Porque este plan de educación solidaria viene a aliviar, aparte la difícil situación económica generada por la pandemia, es una aliada, porque a través de la tecnología hemos logrado este beneficio de internet móvil gratuito. Si no existieran, ¿acaso podríamos entonces nosotros estudiar, asistir a clases virtuales como están dando las teachers aquí? Creo que no existiría, ¿verdad? Entonces, si no existirían, eso significa que no pudiéramos estudiar. Pero gracias a la tecnología se llega a ustedes las clases. Entonces es nuestra aliada. Poco a poco iremos aprendiendo. Si le ponen un poquito de interés, un poquito de esfuerzo, buscan ayuda y lo aprenden, lograrán hacerla su amiga. Padres de familia, la educación a distancia es un reto para ustedes, pero vamos a hacerlo de una manera más llevadera. Hagan un itinerario, repartan el tiempo del uso del celular o la computadora entre sus hijos. Establezcan una zona de estudio, un lugar donde puedan concentrarse. A los chicos, ayúdenlos a ordenar sus tareas, lo más difícil primero o lo más largo. Y establezcanle un límite de tiempo, por ejemplo, 30 minutos. Y si no están en casa porque deben salir a trabajar, deben monitorear estas clases de sus hijos vía telefónica o WhatsApp, ¿verdad? Entonces, infórmense también en los sitios oficiales. Más adelante les estaremos brindando otros tips. Y recuerden, pueden llamar entonces a su línea de atención psicoemocional, al gabinete de orientación o al gabinete psicopedagógico para ayudarlos. En estas líneas podemos tener los siguientes números. En Boca del Toro 758-5377, Panamá 511-4401 y Panamá Oeste 515-7396. Professors.
Thank you, Ms. Moreno, for sharing with us this important information. Okay, so the topic for today, 11th graders, it's about the importance of healthy habits for self-caring in COVID-19 quarantine. But before we're gonna see this topic, I want you to see a video, I want you to watch a video related to the important rules that we have to take in consideration in order to keep ourselves healthy, okay? Let's watch the video.
Es el momento de aprender geografía.
Hello everyone. Today we will learn and practice in English how to protect ourselves and our family against coronavirus when we go grocery shopping. Pay attention to these rules. Once you get home, you take out your shoes and disinfect them with soap or detergent. Take the bags from the supermarket to the laundry room. Wash your hands for about 30 seconds. Take out the mask and put it into the trash can. Take out your clothes and take a shower. Put your clothes into the washing machine with detergent. Wash your clothes. Clean your groceries with water and soap. Sanitize your hands again with water, soap, or alcohol. Then you are ready to share with your family. Okay, this is an important video because in order to keep ourselves healthy and our families, we need to follow these instructions, okay? So, Teacher Evelyn is with me here. Teacher Evelyn, I don't know if you want to send some greetings.
Yes, I have here some greetings to WhatsApp, 6851, Mr. Lee, Carlos, and also have Anna here. Say hello.
Hello. Okay, so the learning objectives of this class is that you're going to be able to list the advantages of exercising, also to learn new vocabulary about sports, also to use phrasal verbs in sentences, and to develop reading and writing skills, okay? We're going to practice first. We're going to see how much you know about the topic, so you have to check, or in this case, to tell us if it's true or false for you, these statements. Si para ustedes es verdadero o falso, estas oraciones que le vamos a mencionar. For example, number 1, I exercise every day. If you exercise every day, you will say true, or if you don't, you will say false, okay? Number 2, I love to play soccer. True or false? Number 3, I practice Zumba. Number 4, I prefer baseball more than soccer. And number 5, I think yoga is good for our body. Teacher Evelyn, you want to say something about one of them? For example, do you exercise every day?
False.
Oh, that would be false. Well, in my case, false too, okay? Well, remember that you can send your responses through Instagram and we're going to read your answers, okay? We're going to continue and we got 3 questions for you also. What do you think? What is your favorite sport? What is your favorite sport? Number 2, how do you feel when you exercise? How do you feel when you exercise? Number 3, what are the advantages, ventajas of exercising? Okay, so remember that you can send your responses and we're gonna be reading your comments, okay? Let's continue. We got a vocabulary here and Teacher Evelyn is going to help me with the pronunciation. Remember that you can practice at home, okay, as well with us, along with us, okay? Teacher Evelyn, number 1, basketball.
Basketball.
Rugby.
Rugby.
Badminton.
Badminton.
Football.
Football.
Cricket.
Cricket.
Table tennis.
Table tennis.
Cycling.
Cycling.
Weightlifting.
Weightlifting.
So we're gonna talk about sports that can help us to keep us healthy, okay? Nos ayudan a mantenernos saludables, fit, en forma, okay? We got a reading comprehension here talking about this topic, sports. Some sports like cricket require the use of a lot of equipment, while others need very little in order to successfully play a game in that sport. Teacher Evelyn.
Yes, I have a response back here about the practice. I have here Anna. She wrote false, number 1.
Okay.
She was talking about the
exercise.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And Lee, he wrote true. Practice Zumba.
Okay, well, great. Excellent. Good for you. Okay, as I was saying, cricket requires the use of a lot of equipment, okay? Most sports are played with a round object often known as a ball, okay? So most sports, when we say most sports, it means la mayoría de los deportes, okay? We use a ball. Some sports, such as football and cricket, are really popular in the United Kingdom, but not in the USA. When we say USA, we're talking about United States of America. In the USA, people often play basketball and baseball. Most countries, remember most, la mayoría, most countries put aside time to compete in world sporting events, such as the Football World Cup or the Olympics, which occur every 4 years. Every 4 years. Nowadays, people who suffer from any kind of disability are also encouraged to participate in sports. This is very interesting, Teacher Evelyn. Talking about sports, remember, most experts require people to use a lot of, some sports like cricket require the use of a lot of equipment. Most sports are played with a ball. Some sports like cricket are popular in the United Kingdom. In the USA, basketball and baseball. Most countries participate or compete in world sporting events such as the Football World Cup and the Olympics, which occur every 4 years, okay?
Some greens here. Nadia, Yariet, Arcelio, hello to Arcelio, and Molo Margarita, hello.
Hello. Always here joining the class. Thank you, Margarita. Okay, so let's practice talking about the reading, okay? Circle the correct answer for it, but in your case, you're going to give us your responses. Question number one. Which sport requires the use of a lot of equipment? Which sport requires the use of a lot of equipment? We got 4 options: football, athletics, cricket, rugby. Okay, so if you know the answer, remember that you can chat us. What sport is popular in the United Kingdom? And we got options here: baseball, cricket, basketball, athletics. Number 3, what sport is popular in the United States? And we got cricket, baseball, or squash. And number 4, how often is the Olympics held? Every year, every 2 years, every 4 years, or every day? So, as we're running out of time, Teacher Evelyn is going to help me with the responses here. For number 1, which sport requires the use of a lot of equipment?
Will be letter C.
Cricket. Good. Number 2, what sport is popular in the United Kingdom?
Okay, I have your response back here through WhatsApp. Anna, she wrote letter B.
B. Great. Number 3, what sport is popular in the United States?
Baseball.
Baseball. And how often is the Olympics held?
Every 4 years.
Every 4 years. Excellent. Thank you very much for your responses and your comments, okay? Let's go. And we're going to talk about grammar, okay? And in this case, the phrasal verbs, okay? What is a phrasal verb? It's a verb that is made up of 2 or 3 words and usually has a non-literal meaning. The first word is a verb and the second word is a particle, either an adverb or a preposition such as in, up, or on. Okay, so for example, we got the verb get. El verbo get puede significar obtener, but if we join that verb with a preposition like get up, significa levantarse. So it means that it's a phrasal verb, okay? Here are some phrasal verbs and their definitions which are used for sports. To warm up, it means to do movements, stretching, okay? Getting ready for exercise. To cool down, it's about movements, stretching after your main exercise. That is after, not before. Warm up will be before, cool down after. To join in, to take part in a sporting event or match. To give up, to surrender, to quit. To drop out. To drop out means to leave a competition or race. To knock out. Knock someone out. Okay, we know this one because when we talk about boxing, knockout. We know what is that. To beat someone in competition so they are no longer in it. To bulk up. To gain weight and muscle. To work out means to do exercise. To pass out. To lose consciousness. And to try out for is to demonstrate your abilities. Teacher Evelyn, I don't know if you want to say something.
Yes, I want to say some greetings. Amy Beth, Betancourt, Febe Perea, Torres 507, 507X.
Thank
Hello.
you. Hello. Remember that you can participate with the practices here, okay?
That's
and we
right.
got to practice talking about phrasal verbs, okay? Teacher Evelyn is going to help me with the responses, but if you want to come to send your response, you can do it, okay? The football player passed out or gave up due to dehydration. What do you think, Teacher Evelyn?
Pass out.
Pass out. The football player passed out. Number 2. The boxer threw a single punch, the boxer, remember boxing, and immediately drop out or knock out his opponent.
Knocked out.
Knock out. Number 3, I like to work out or give up in the early morning because that's when I have the most energy. I like to work out or to give up.
Work out.
Work out. Remember, that is about exercising, okay? Number 4, let's warm up or drop out with a short run.
Warm out.
Warm up. Warm up. Remember,
Warm up.
before we do exercise, we can warm up, okay? My daughter is going to give up or to try out for the school's most competitive soccer team.
Okay, I have here a response here, number 5. Anna, she wrote, try out.
Try out for. Very good. Yeah, to try out for, to demonstrate abilities. That is why. Okay? Very good. We got an assignment here, and remember, on your booklet, you got access to this assignment. It says, write a paragraph about the importance of exercising with clear arguments. That is on page 68 from your booklet, okay? So, we finished class with 11th grade. You did a great job. People who are there, you can stay, don't move. We're going to come back with 12th grade.
That's right. You were amazing, guys. So please don't move. Continue with 12th grade. Bye.
Bye.
Estrella es el proyecto de todos. Y si cantamos a coro todo el mundo. Edúcate, edúcate, edúcate.
Con la visión de fortalecer la participación de los padres de familia y los integrantes de la comunidad educativa, escolar y regional, el Ministerio de Educación, en alianza con las emisoras comprometidos con la formación de todos los estudiantes a nivel nacional, ha creado el proyecto educativo Conéctate con la Estrella.
Hoy vamos a hablar de la comunicación para sexto grado.
Los números naturales son aquellos que nos permiten contar los elementos de un conjunto.
Donde miles de niños y jóvenes se beneficiarán con las clases dictadas por profesores a través de la radio para estudiantes de primaria, premedia y media. Una alternativa educativa para los estudiantes que se encuentran en casa respetando la cuarentena por la pandemia del COVID-19. De esta manera, Meduca y estas emisoras garantizan que la educación no pare y que los estudiantes panameños no afecten su proceso de aprendizaje, llevando a los maestros hasta su hogar. Gracias a los 40 principales, Radio Panamá, Más Música, Radio Mía, RPC Radio, Telemetro Radio, Osana Capital, TVN Radio, Nacional, Crisol, Radio Hogar, Radio Católica, La Voz Sin Fronteras y Radio Mi Favorita.
Conéctate con la estrella, es el proyecto de todos. Y si cantamos a coro todo el mundo. Edúcate.
Hello, so we're back with 12th graders. Remember, another interesting topic for you guys. So stay there and remember that you can practice with us, interact with us, and send your comments and questions, okay? We got Miss Osiris Moreno here with important information for you.
Thank you very much, teacher Yosira. Y aquí, como todos los viernes, queridos estudiantes, su psicóloga Osiris Moreno en un minuto para ti. Continuando con el plan educativo solidario, señores padres de familia y estudiantes, recuerden que es un beneficio económico familiar, porque va a venir a ayudar a paliar esa situación económica tan difícil que nos ha generado toda esta pandemia. Ya no hay que preocuparse de comprar tarjeta para las clases virtuales, ¿verdad? Eso es un gran beneficio y es hasta fin de año. Ante todo, deben recordar verificar la información. No lo hagan únicamente con lo que le diga la vecina o lo que te llegue al chat, porque corres el riesgo de no estar bien informado correctamente con respecto a este plan. Busca la fuente, comprueba quién te lo está diciendo. Te aconsejamos que únicamente te fíes de las fuentes oficiales, de los sitios web del Meduca y del Gobierno Nacional, o profesionales sanitarios debidamente identificados. Realiza también una búsqueda a través de Google, si deseas verificar la información y detectar noticias falsas o mentiras, ¿verdad? Que siempre por las redes hay bastantes. Recuerden, padres y estudiantes, que la educación a distancia es un reto para ustedes. Les recomendamos hacer un itinerario, ordenar las tareas, lo más difícil primero o lo más largo. Sean flexibles con los niños o los chicos. Deben tener recesos y también una hora de almuerzo. Siempre tengan a mano un lugar donde sea una zona de estudio. Vamos a tratar de eliminar los distractores más cercanos en ese lugar. Poner reglas. Decirles a los chicos que está prohibido golpear las puertas o hacer algún ruido con artefactos o juguetes. Siempre dedíquenle un poquito más de tiempo a esta área, porque ustedes están aprendiendo, al igual que los chicos, a utilizar estas plataformas tecnológicas y con un poquito más de paciencia. También les recomendamos la comunicación constante con los docentes sobre todas las tareas que tienen ellos que realizar. Recuerden, señores padres, cada día trae su propio afán. Mateo 6:34. Y recuerda, si te sientes abrumado, habla con tus padres o docentes, solicita la atención al Departamento de Orientación o al Gabinete Psicopedagógico o llama a esta línea de atención emocional en Chiriquí 774-4428, en Herrera 970-0278, San Miguelito 233-5592, en un horario de lunes a viernes de 8 a 3:30 de la tarde. Muchísimas gracias, profesores.
Thanks to you,
That's
Miss
right.
Moreno, always here, part of the team now. So always sharing this important information,
You're
Teacher
welcome.
Evelyn.
Yes, I want to say some greens here. Gratana 93 and also to Febe Perea 01. He wrote, soy de la escuela bilingüe Gran Bretaña, el 6º grado E de primaria, imagínense, pero estoy aquí porque me gusta la materia de inglés.
Oh, that's great.
That's
Thank
right.
you. Okay, so the topic for today, 12th graders, devices to communicate among families and friends during the COVID-19 lockdown. And I know that most people will feel, will feel that this topic is related to you, okay? The learning objectives: to use vocabulary related to devices for communication to distinguish facts from opinions, okay? An interesting fact is this: did you know the volume of phone calls has surged more than internet use as people want to hear each other's voices in the pandemic?
Wow.
So people prefer to listen to their families in order not to send message. Before we were fine with sending messages, but now we want to listen to their voice. Okay, we prefer phone calls, and that is after the pandemic. Okay, it's an important thing that we have to know. The vocabulary, Teacher Evelyn, is about technology. Okay, especially devices. Number 1, devices. Number 2, smartphone. Tablet. Padlet. iPod. Cell phone.
Cell phone.
And as I said, it's about technology because in order to keep in touch with our family and friends, we use technology. We use devices, okay? So let's talk about family and communication in times of pandemic. The concept of communication based on the frame face-to-face interaction has been transformed into voices messages, video calls using WhatsApp or FaceTime after March 2020. So it means that now we prefer to use WhatsApp or FaceTime. We prefer voice messages, video calls to see our relatives, okay? To handle this stressful situation, families have used some technological resources as a way of keeping in touch with their beloved ones. Some of the most common devices at home are cell phones, smartphones, tablets, iPods, among others. So in my case, I use cell phones, Teacher Evelyn. I don't know which device do you use to get in contact with your family and friends?
Smartphones.
Smartphones. So what do you use, Miss Moreno? Cell phone?
Cell phone, yes.
Okay, good. Okay. Let's continue. We got a question for you. What device do you usually use to keep in touch with your family and friends? What device do you usually use to keep in touch with your family and friends? We say cell phones and smartphones. So which one do you use, Teacher Evelyn?
Well, I use cell phone.
Okay, yeah. Any that you use, you can tell us. You can chat us, okay?
Okay, I have here a response back. Anna, she wrote that she used WhatsApp, the application. I think so. And Carlos, he wrote smartphones.
Very good. Excellent. Okay.
Great.
So let's see. Which one is better, a tablet or a smartphone? So let's see some characteristics. Entertainment platform. It's a smaller. And also we make calls and short messages service. The tablets. Some may have Wi-Fi. We can use them at home as well as smartphones. Communication, we can use it for entertainment and communication. It's bigger. And also, some tablets don't have short message service, okay? These are characteristics that we can mention about smartphones and tablets. We got to practice here, okay? And it says answer true or false. Teacher Evelyn, you want to say something? Oh, no? Okay. Good. Answer true or false, okay? About tablets and our smartphones. Number 1. Tablets and smartphones are the same. Son lo mismo. Can we say true or false? What do you say, Teacher Evelyn?
I say false.
False. Good. Number 2. The tablet is bigger than a smartphone.
True.
True. Number 3, a smartphone cannot send messages.
False.
False. Most of time people use tablets at home.
True.
Yes. And smartphones are bigger than a tablet.
False.
That would be false. Thank you, Teacher Evelyn.
I'm sorry, Teacher Yosita. I have a response back here through WhatsApp. 1231, he wrote F, and 6148, he wrote F. I think it will be the last one. The last one. Smartphones are bigger than a tablet.
Okay, great. Excellent job. Let's continue and talking about this expression, the same, similar, similar to, like, different from, alike, okay? So, the same means lo mismo, to show that two things are identical, okay, in order to describe or to compare, okay? To use the same is to show that two things are identical. For example, your cell phone and mine are the same. They have the same characteristics. Similar and like. Similar and like show that two things share some quality, but not necessarily identical. They are not identical, just similar, okay? The Samsung A10 and the Samsung A20 are similar. They share some characteristics, algunas, some. Alike. as an adjective means the same or similar. For example, the ideas in this short message are alike. Different from, to show that two things are different. For example, tablets are different from smartphones. Okay? So let's say again, let's see again. The same, to show that two things are identical. Similar and like, to show that two things are share some quality but not necessarily identical. Alike as an adjective means the same or similar. And different from, to show that two things are different. Okay? Let's continue, and we're going to talk about fact versus opinion. What is a fact and what is an opinion? Okay? A fact refers to something true or real, which is backed by evidence, documentation, etc. Okay, so it means that if you have proof of something, that is when you say a statement, so that will be a fact if you have evidence. Okay, an opinion is what a person believes or thinks about something. Okay, it's not the same a fact than an opinion. Okay. Fact. It is a fact that the world is round. La tierra es redonda. That is a fact. Yeah. But it's an opinion that the San Francisco Giants is the best baseball team. Okay? So, people can have different opinions about that. So, that is why we say it's an opinion. But remember, if we say it's a fact, it means that we got evidence to prove that. Okay, Teacher Evelyn?
Yes, some greens here. La señorita M12, she say hello, hello.
Okay. We got the assignment, but before we say the assignment, remember that you got your booklet, okay? And on your booklet, you get the practices that we're mentioning here, okay? On page 65 of your booklet, you can write sentences expressing similarities and differences, okay? So you can compare and using the expressions that we teach you here, okay? Like the same, alike, different from, okay? So you can use those expressions in order to describe pictures. Also, on page 66 of the booklet, you have to look at and find the differences of the pictures that we got there. Remember, you got your booklet, su guía, so you can do your practices there. And also, you got access to the Google Classroom, our Google Classroom, in which you can see the whole information here. And also, you can take it as a reference in order to complete your assignments.
Teacher, I have here a request through WhatsApp that you can repeat again the words from the vocabulary.
Vocabulary, okay. Let's go back to the vocabulary. And let's say, number 1, devices, smartphone, tablet, Padlet, iPod, cell phone. But as I was saying, you got your booklet in which you can, see the pictures. You can on Google Classroom you have access to this information too. Okay, the password JIHRZGW JIHRZGW. So, Teacher Evelyn, I don't know if you want to say something to.
Yes, guys, remember that you need to practice vocabulary at home. This is very important. You can improve English in this way to practice vocabulary, pronunciation. If you do not know the word, you can find it in the dictionary. The meaning at the dictionary in English and Spanish, right? And you can get the information and you can practice and understand a little bit about these topics that we're having here all Fridays.
Okay, every Friday, yeah. And remember, the information that we got on Google Classroom, you can use it in order to complete your assignments. And we want to thank Ms. Moreno for being here, sharing this information. And as she said, if you want to know anything else about Panamá Solidario, you can ask questions through Instagram and WhatsApp. Okay, so we're going to be here to respond to your questions and comments. So we finished for today, and we're waiting for you next Friday, okay? See you, bye-bye, and take care.
That's right. See you next Friday. Bye. Take care.
Con Estrella es el proyecto de todos. Y si cantamos a coro todo el mundo. Edúcate, edúcate, edúcate. Conéctate, conéctate, conéctate. Somos el futuro de la patria.
A continuación, Noticiero Nacional Vespertino. Síguenos en Instagram, @crisolfm Panamá. Somos Más Radio en las redes sociales.
Un día como hoy, 11 de septiembre de 1940, George Stibitz hace la primera operación remota desde un teléfono hacia una computadora. Un día como hoy en Nacional FM.
Son las 4.
Nacional FM y Crisol FM te informan. El Gobierno Nacional anunció el plan actualizado de reapertura que comenzará a ejecutarse el 7 de septiembre con las siguientes actividades económicas: industria de la construcción y actividades relacionadas, empresas en la zona libre de Colón y el área económica especial Panamá-Pacífico, las marinas privadas y pesca deportiva, así como lavaautos, sastrerías,